saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
Running free. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Devontae Freeman, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper: 7 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season.
And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Samuel. And he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
59, ready, 280. 59, right to 59. Hey, let's get some penetration.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Newton. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away. How they're organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here?
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
We remind you that coming up Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from chilly Philadelphia. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Bryant going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack on first down, Ryan. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. Refusing to go down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
to Vecchio to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now Newton on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Here's Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. To the air again, Newton. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Newton on first down. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Newton throwing again. Whatever the Cam fighting, he lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Ready, ready, ready. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Freeman again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Newton now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Sliding out of the pocket. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing is Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back to throw, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion. Went just shy of the marker. Again, he finds more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the Q. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got every...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Wake in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And this is caught at the 8. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
And the Panthers coming out now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Ryan, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more. And
he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now it's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
20.
Newton's going to throw it. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Holding offense.
That's Greg Little, 2nd-round pick from Ole Miss. He's the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Newton to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Gun.
Throwing again is Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there, a 22.
20. Blue dead. Shift. 8.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.